Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Sarfraz, for those who don't know me. You can call me Sarfraz for sure, inshallah. I will be hosting the afternoon. And before I start my two stories, I've got two stories for you. But before I start, I'd like to confess. This is my first time presenting, so after I presented, you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. According to that, Brother Sufyan over there will spare me, or will give me an hour's lecture on presenting. Am I right, Sufyan? So, Bismillah. First story. It goes something like this. Brother Shoaib received a car from his brother as an Eid present on Eid. As Shoaib came out of his house, he saw a young boy admiring his new car. The boy asked, "Is this your new car, uncle?" Shoaib replies, "Yes, brother. My brother gave it to me for Eid." The boy replies, "You mean your brother gave you this car for free and it didn't cost you anything? Boy, I wish." At this stage, Shoaib thought he knew what the boy was going to say. He thought the boy would say, he wished he had a brother like that. We would all wish that, wouldn't we? Have a brother who would give you a free car. But what the boy said was, somewhat that Shoaib was surprised and astonished. The boy said, "I wish I was a brother like that." Shoaib asked the lad, "Would you like to go for a ride?" Boys being boys, says, "Yeah." Went for a short ride. The boy turns around and says, "Uncle, can you park the car in front of my house, please?" Shoaib thought, again, he knew what the boy wanted. To park it in front of his house, show off in front of his neighbors. Mashallah, he's got a very big car. The boy runs out into the house. When the boy returns, he was carrying his crippled brother. He sits him down on the bottom step and squeezes him. He points towards the car and says, "There it is, little brother, just like I told you upstairs. His brother gave it him for Eid, and it didn't cost him a single penny. And someday I will give it you just like that. Then you can see for yourself all the pretty things in the shops and windows I've been trying to tell you about." After hearing this, Shoaib got out of his car, lifted the crippled boy and put him in the front seat of the car. The shining-eyed older brother sits in beside him, and the three of them went on a memorable journey. See, at that Eid, Shoaib learned what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam meant when he said, "Love for your brother what you love for yourself." I hope everyone understands that. So on a lighter note, all the brothers are getting bored, about to fall asleep. My second story is, if I had to put names to the faces, it would be a story about Sufyan, Sajid and Ejaz. It goes something like this. Three friends, Sufyan, Ejaz, Sajid, came to New York. Mashallah. They decided to stay in a hotel. It so happened to be the 60th floor, right at the top. And the policy of the hotel was, after 12 at night, no elevators. Stop the elevators. Security reasons. So the next day, Sajid, Ejaz, Sufyan rented a car, went exploring New York. Went to the movies, concerts, You get the drift. At one point they remembered they had to be back for 12. But they arrived later than 12. The elevator's shut. Only one way now, it's the stairs. All the way to the 60th floor. All of a sudden, Ajaz has a beautiful idea. He says, for the first 20 floors, I will tell jokes to keep us going. Then Sufyan could tell us wisdom stories for the next 20 floors. And Sajid can finish it off with the next 20 floors with sad stories. So after the first 20 floors, Ajaz did a beautiful job. They reached the 20th floor. Now they're huffing and puffing. Sufyan, wisdom stories for the next 20. Now, sweating. They are just about getting there. 40 steps, 40 floors. After reaching the 40th floor, it's now Sajid's turn. Sajid opens his mouth and he says, my first sad story is, I've left the room keys in the car. So by that, the moral of this story is, this story resembles our life cycle. For the first 20 years of our life, we spend in joking and enjoy whatever is out there. Then after we reach 20, we go into the workforce, get married, have kids. This is time we use our wisdom. Then we reach 40, we finally realize we have white hair. We begin to think that life is coming to an end. Is it not too late? It's better that we start our life in the very beginning by remembering death rather than preparing it for at the end of our life, where very few of us have the energy to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I hope you liked sorry. So did I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Hands up.
Sufyan spared me, mashallah.
No, hands up. See, I'm not sparing you. Hands up.
So I'd like to invite Brother Sajid for a short speech. Short speech? Very short, mashallah, very short.